Hey, I'm Adam Jusko from ProudMoney.com, and in this video we are going to review the Best Buy credit card. But before I do that, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not already. And if you have already, I thank you for doing so. So the Electronics and Appliance Superstore Best Buy offers two credit cards issued by Citibank. These cards give you the option to either earn rewards on your purchases or to get special financing on your larger purchases. The Best Buy rewards program and the cards in general are a little more complicated than you might expect from a retail store credit card. So I'm going to try and break them down in sort of a logical pattern here and then tell you what I think of the card program overall. Now, when you first apply for the Best Buy credit card, you are actually applying for the Best Buy Platinum Visa, which is accepted at Best Buy, as well as anywhere else Visa is accepted. If your credit is good enough and you are approved, great, you're good to go. If your credit is not good enough, Best Buy may consider you for one of the other credit cards that they offer. One of them is a store-only credit card that you can only use at Best Buy and only earn rewards at Best Buy. The other one is a Best Buy Gold Visa, which obviously could be used as a Visa in addition to being used at Best Buy. However, this card does have a $59 annual fee. So if you do apply and you're offered that card, you should know that there's a $59 annual fee. In most cases, I would not say it's worth it to pay an annual fee for this card, unless perhaps you are someone whose credit is not so great and the idea of getting a Visa card is attractive enough to you that this makes sense for you, and maybe you've had trouble being approved for a Visa somewhere else, so maybe this could make sense. But in general, I would say if you're not approved for the Platinum Visa, going for the store-only card would be the way to go. So once you're approved for the card, most people are going to get what is essentially a 5% reward on their Best Buy purchases. Technically, you are getting 2.5 points per dollar on your Best Buy purchases. Each one of those points is going to be worth 2 cents when it's redeemed. When you get to 250 points, you're going to get a $5 reward certificate that you can use toward a future Best Buy purchase. So essentially what that means is you spend $100 at Best Buy, you are going to get enough points to get that $5 reward. So if you are approved for a Best Buy Visa, you can use the card outside of Best Buy as well, and you can earn rewards points on those purchases. You will get 1 rewards point for every dollar that you spend on dining and grocery purchases, and you will get a half point per dollar on any other purchases that you make with the card. Now, those don't sound very good, but remember that each point is worth 2 cents, so you can actually think of those as being a 2% reward on the dining and grocery and a 1% reward on anything else that you buy with the card, which makes a little more sense. Now, as I'm making this video, Best Buy is also offering 3% in rewards on gas, air travel, and ground transportation. But that is ending at the end of June 30th, 2019. So depending on when you are watching this video, that may not be available. You should check Best Buy's website to see if it's still available or if they have come up with any changes, any short-term bonus offers for other types of purchases. Now, in general, I don't see this as a card that you should use outside of Best Buy. If you have any other credit card that gives you halfway decent rewards that you could use at other places outside of Best Buy, it probably makes more sense because you would get more flexibility out of a standard bank card that offers you rewards. This one obviously is giving you rewards that you can only use toward future Best Buy purchases. However, again, if you're someone who, maybe your credit history isn't as great and this is the way that you can get yourself a Visa, well, then maybe it makes sense for you. But if you have other cards that offer you rewards, I would say using this outside of Best Buy doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, like I said, when you hit 250 points, you're going to get a $5 reward that can be used toward future Best Buy purchases. However, that $5 reward is going to be automatically issued to you when you hit that 250 point level, and then you are only going to get 60 days to use that reward. I always dislike retail credit card programs that do this sort of thing because, you kind of go to the trouble to be part of their reward program, and then you hit the threshold to get the reward, and then all of a sudden you only have 60 days to use it. So it's all good for them in the fact that it sort of forces you back into the store, or at least online. Within those 60 days, you're probably going to make a purchase that is more than only $5. And even if you don't, then the reward just goes to waste, and it doesn't hurt them at all. So in that way, this is a program that is good for Best Buy, not as good for you. Now that said, there is an aspect to this particular rewards program that is a little bit different than a lot of retailer cards, and that is if you use your card for over $1,500 in purchases within the year, you will qualify for the elite level. If you spend $3,500 or more, you will qualify for the Elite Plus level. And what the Elite level gets you is the ability to bank your points. So instead of automatically getting that $5 reward whenever you hit the 250 points, you can actually bank those and not have a rewards certificate issued to you until some level that you choose. So if you spent a lot more in Best Buy over time and you decided to bank them, instead of getting a $5 reward that you only have 60 days to use, you potentially could save them up and get yourself up to $25 or $50 depending on how much you might spend, and then you would have a certificate that had a little weight to it that would feel a little better using, instead of a $5 reward where you're essentially going to spend more than that in order to take advantage of it. And with Best Buy, unlike maybe a retail clothing store or something, oftentimes you may be making larger purchases, so maybe you spend more at Best Buy than you would somewhere else. If you're buying a computer or you're buying an appliance or whatever, you could hit these different levels much easier. So getting to the Elite or Elite Plus level is maybe a little more doable at Best Buy than some other places. One last aspect to those elite levels: if you hit that Elite Plus, that $3,500 per year, your actual everyday rewards will go up as well. Instead of earning 5% in rewards on your Best Buy purchases, you'll actually get 6% in rewards on your Best Buy purchases. Okay, so that's the rewards program. You also have the option to not get rewards on certain purchases with the Best Buy credit card, and instead get 0% financing on those bigger ticket items. Specifically, as of the making of this video, you can get a 0% interest rate for 6 months on purchases of $199 or more, 0% rate for 12 months on purchases of $399 or more, and then there are special offers that go up to 24 months at a 0% interest rate. Now, while this 0% financing is a nice thing, you should know that this is deferred interest financing, which means you must pay off every penny of your purchase within that 6-month, 12-month, or 24-month time frame, or what happens is they then pretend like the 0% offer never happened, and you get charged all of the interest that would have accrued from the date of purchase. So what that means is, say you made a big purchase that was, $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever, and you used 24-month financing, and you paid off 90% of it, but you got to the end of that 24 months and you still owed 10% of the purchase price. Well, they would not be charging you interest just on that 10% going forward. What they would do is they would go all the way back to that purchase date, and they would charge you all of the interest that accrued for that whole 2 years on the complete purchase price. So it would be like that 0% interest rate never happened, and you hadn't paid off any of the purchase, and interest had been accruing all that time. So all of a sudden you make a $1,500 purchase, you could end up paying $500 extra on that purchase because of the fact that you didn't get it paid off on time. The Best Buy credit cards, as of the making of this video, have a 27.49% interest rate. So you can see, if you didn't pay off a purchase in time and it had sort of a long time frame on the offer, then you could end up paying an awful lot extra. So you need to be very, very careful if you accept one of these 0% financing offers, especially if it's for one of those longer time frames. One final note: if you are approved for the Best Buy credit card instantly, which you may be, and you use it on the same day that you are approved, you will get 10% in rewards on that day. So if there's a big purchase that you want to make and you sign up for the Best Buy card on that particular day, you would get 10% back in rewards on that purchase. So overall, I don't see a ton of value in the Best Buy credit card unless you are someone that spends a lot at Best Buy and you can hit that elite level and bank those points so that you would get a larger reward sort of in the future over time. Or if you're someone that wants to use the special financing and you can pay it off completely. Obviously, getting a 0% interest rate is a nice thing to have. Overall, though, it's not a card that I would think of as an everyday card for most people. So that is it. Thank you for watching. And as always, I would ask you to go to proudmoney.com where we do credit card reviews and have personal finance news and all sorts of other fun stuff too. Thank you for watching. Bye.